Look at this chaotic economic chart. It represents a country's raw GDP over 30 years, a jagged, unpredictable line. Hidden inside this single curve are three entirely different phenomena: a 3-month seasonal holiday shopping spike, an 8-year business cycle, and a multi-decade debt trend. They are deeply entangled, making it impossible to analyze one without the others interfering. Yet, using the geometry of sine wave orthogonality, we can separate them with absolute precision. We do not guess, we project. To understand how this separation works, we must first change how we view data. Instead of looking at a time series as a sequence of points on a flat page, we can treat the entire history as a single vector in a high-dimensional space. If we have a dataset with 3 daily measurements, that dataset is a single vector in 3-dimensional space, pointing in a specific direction. For 30 years of quarterly data, we have a vector pointing in a 120-dimensional space. In this high-dimensional space, we want to decompose our complex vector into simpler, independent component vectors. In basic geometry, 2 vectors are independent if they are perpendicular, meaning their dot product is exactly 0. Mathematically, for 2 vectors u and v, the dot product is the sum of their corresponding components multiplied together. If this sum equals 0, any movement along vector u tells us absolutely nothing about our position along vector v. They are orthogonal, completely independent. We can scale this geometric concept up from discrete vectors to continuous functions. To find the dot product of 2 continuous signals, f and g, over a specific time interval from a to b, we replace the summation with an integral. This continuous inner product is written as integral from a to b f dot g dt. If this integral evaluates to 0, these 2 functions are orthogonal. They occupy completely independent perpendicular dimensions in the infinite dimensional space of functions. This brings us to our geometric coordinate system, sine waves. Consider 2 sine waves, sine mt and sine nt, where m and n are different integer frequencies. We want to test their orthogonality over a standard interval from 0 to 2 pi. To do this, we multiply them point by point to create a brand new function, sine mt dot sine nt. We then calculate the net area under this product curve. Let us visualize this product curve step by step. When the frequencies m and n are different, say m equals 2 and n equals 3, the product function oscillates rapidly above and below the horizontal axis. Graphically, the peaks and troughs of the 2 original waves constantly shift relative to each other. Sometimes they reinforce each other, creating positive areas, and other times they oppose each other, creating negative areas of equal magnitude. When we integrate this product from 0 to 2 pi, the positive areas above the axis and the negative areas below the axis cancel each other out with mathematical perfection. The total net area under the curve is exactly 0. However, if the frequencies are identical, where m equals n, the product becomes sine squared mt. Because any real number squared is positive, this product wave is shifted entirely above the horizontal axis, yielding a net positive area of pi. This stark geometric binary, 0 when frequencies differ, positive when they match, is the mathematical engine we use to extract economic trends. Let our messy macroeconomic signal be represented by a complex function f. We can project f onto a target sine wave of frequency k by calculating the integral of their product over the time domain. Because of orthogonality, every frequency component inside f that does not match k is completely annihilated, collapsing to 0. Only the specific economic activity oscillating at frequency k survives this integration process. If we set k to a high frequency, we isolate the short-term seasonal noise. If we set k to a medium frequency, we extract the medium-term business cycle. If we set k close to 0, we isolate the long-term structural growth trend. We are rotating our high-dimensional data vector to look at its shadow along these orthogonal, frequency-specific axes. By using sine wave orthogonality, we do not merely filter data, we mathematically decompose it into independent, non-overlapping channels of information. This geometric framework ensures that our analysis of business cycles remains completely unpolluted by seasonal spikes or long-term growth shifts. It turns a chaotic timeline of economic history into a clean, structured set of orthogonal coordinates, giving us clear pathways for policy and forecasting.